Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting video of Ministry of Hacking. Like and subscribe for more amazing ethical hacking related content. Today, we're diving into the world of open source intelligence, or OSINT. This information is for educational purposes only. Using these tools for illegal activities? That's a big no-no. OSINT is about finding publicly available information. Social media posts, company websites, public records. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You don't want to miss what we have in store at the Ministry of Hacking. All right, first up, we've got Maltego. Think of Maltego as your own personal digital detective agency. This tool visually maps out relationships and connections between different pieces of information. Plug in a target's email address. Maltego scours the internet for any associated website, social media profile, or online service. It branches out further, showing other connected email addresses and shared IPs, even physical locations associated with those IPs. It's like building a spider web of information. This link analysis is valuable for investigators, security researchers, and anyone needing the bigger picture. Plus, it's pre-installed in Kali Linux, so you can start connecting the dots. Next up, we have theHarvester, and no, we're not talking about some scary movie villain here. Well, actually, maybe a little bit. The Harvester gathers information from various sources. Think of it like a digital combine, scooping up valuable data from the internet. Email addresses, subdomains, host names, employee names, open ports, banners. The Harvester scrapes it all. It's great for reconnaissance, the early stage of ethical hacking. You feed it a domain name and bam, it spits out a treasure trove of information. Employee email addresses, potential phishing targets, subdomains revealing hidden infrastructure. And it's completely passive, just asking search engines and public databases for info. Now, this next tool is a personal favorite of mine, Shodan. If you've never heard of Shodan, buckle up, because this is where things get really interesting. Imagine a search engine, but instead of websites, it indexes internet-connected devices. We're talking servers, webcams, industrial control systems, even things like traffic lights and refrigerators. Shodan constantly scans the internet for devices with open ports, collecting valuable information about them like their operating system, location, and even what kind of software they're running. So why is this powerful? Well, for starters, it gives you a chillingly accurate look at how exposed some of these devices are. Remember that webcam you thought was off? Shodan might be able to find it. That old, insecure server your company forgot about? Shodan knows where it lives. But beyond the creepy factor, Shodan is an invaluable tool for security researchers. They can use it to identify vulnerable systems, track botnets, and even get a sense of how widespread a particular vulnerability might be. Okay, let's talk about Recon-ng. Now, if you're a fan of customization and building things your way, you're going to love this one. Recon-ng is a powerful web reconnaissance framework that's built right into Kali. Think of it like a set of Lego blocks for ethical hackers. It comes with a whole bunch of modules, each designed to perform a specific reconnaissance task. Want to find email addresses associated with a domain? There's a module for that. Need to discover subdomains? There's a module for that too. But here's where it gets really cool. You can chain these modules together to create your own custom reconnaissance workflows. So, you could have one module that gathers email addresses, another that checks those addresses against a database of known passwords, and a third that attempts to log into any accounts it finds. And because Recon-ng is open source, you can even write your own modules and share them with the community. It's like having a personalized reconnaissance machine that you can constantly tweak and improve. All right, let's be real, gathering OSINT manually can be a real pain. You're constantly jumping between websites, copying and pasting information, and trying to keep everything organized. It's enough to make your head spin. Well, that's where SpiderFoot comes in to save the day. This tool is all about automating the OSINT gathering process, so you can focus on the analysis instead of the grunt work. You give SpiderFoot a target, like an IP address, domain name, email address, or even a person's name, and it goes to work, spidering its way across the internet to gather information. We're talking IP addresses, domain names, email addresses, social media profiles, leaked credentials, and a whole lot more. SpiderFoot then presents all this information in a nice, organized graph, making it easy to see connections and identify potential leads. Next up, we have Censys, a powerful search engine that lets you scan the entire internet for specific devices and services. Think of it like Shodan's more technical cousin. While Shodan focuses on finding open ports and potential vulnerabilities, Censys takes a deeper dive. providing detailed information about the software, configurations, and even the certificates used by those devices. Researchers and security professionals use Censys to track the adoption of new technologies, identify misconfigured systems, and even analyze the global internet landscape. One of the coolest things about Censys is its ability to search for devices based on specific fingerprints. These fingerprints are like unique identifiers that can pinpoint a particular device or software version. For example, let's say you're investigating a new type of malware and you know it communicates with a command and control server using a specific port and protocol. You can use Censys to search for any devices on the internet that match that exact fingerprint, potentially leading you right to the source of the malware. Alright, let's talk about FOCA, a tool that's all about uncovering hidden information in documents. You see, documents often contain a lot more than meets the eye. We're talking metadata, hidden text, comments, revisions, all sorts of juicy details that can be incredibly valuable for OSINT investigations. FOCA is like a document whisperer, able to extract this hidden information and present it in a way that's easy to understand. Simply feed it a document like a Word file, PDF, or even an image, and FOCA will analyze it for anything interesting. This could include the author's name, the company they work for, the software used to create the document, and even the server it was saved on. FOCA can even extract GPS coordinates from images, potentially revealing the exact location where a photo was taken. This kind of information can be incredibly valuable for building a profile on a target, uncovering connections between individuals or organizations, and even tracking down the source of a leak. Next up, we have Metagoofil, another tool that's all about extracting metadata from documents. But unlike FOCA, which focuses on individual files, Metagoofil is designed to scan entire websites for documents and extract metadata in bulk. This is particularly useful for gathering information about a company or organization. You can point Metagoofil at a company's website, and it will crawl through all the publicly accessible pages, downloading any documents it finds, things like PDFs, Word files, spreadsheets, and presentations. Metagoofil then extracts all the juicy metadata from these documents, giving you a treasure trove of information about the company's internal workings, employees, software used, and even potential security weaknesses. For example, you might find documents that reveal the internal naming conventions used for servers or the software versions running on their systems. This kind of information can be incredibly valuable for attackers looking for vulnerabilities to exploit. Feeling a little overwhelmed by all these different tools? Don't worry. The OSINT framework is here to help. Instead of being a tool itself, the OSINT framework is more like a giant directory of resources for conducting open-source intelligence gathering. Think of it like a Swiss Army knife for OSINT investigators. It categorizes a vast collection of websites, tools, and databases based on the type of information they provide. Need to find someone's social media profiles? The OSINT framework points you to the right tools and websites. Want to investigate a company's financial history? It's got you covered. The framework also includes helpful tips and guides on how to use each resource effectively. This makes it an invaluable tool for both beginners who are just getting started with OSINT and experienced investigators who are looking for new resources. And finally, we have Google Dorks, which might sound a little silly, but trust me, this is some seriously powerful stuff. You see, Google is incredibly good at indexing the internet, but sometimes you need to get a little creative with your searches to find exactly what you're looking for. That's where Google Dorks come in. These are special search strings that use advanced operators to refine your search results and uncover information that's not readily available through normal searches. For example, let's say you want to find all the PDF files on a particular website that contain the word confidential. You could use a Google Dork like site-example.com file type PDF confidential to narrow down your search and find exactly what you need. Google Dorks can be used to find anything from exposed server configurations and login pages to sensitive documents and leaked data. So there you have it, folks. Our top 10 OSINT tools for 2024, all conveniently packaged within Kali Linux. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Always use these tools ethically and legally. Now, if you're serious about cybersecurity and want to learn more about ethical hacking, penetration testing, and all things security related, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We've got tons of awesome content coming your way, including tutorials, tool reviews, and challenges to put your skills to the test. Until next time, this is Ministry of Hacking, signing off. Stay curious, stay ethical, and keep those firewalls strong.